county. So we sat down and identified so many challenges, but we managed to trim to three most pressing challenges that our community face. So the first one is access to quality education. It's a challenge in our community. We've had a lot of challenges in areas relating to education. Remember, in Baringo there is the issue of the rising water levels of Lake Bogoria and Lake Baringo, which has so far it has submerged around 14 institutions, both primary and secondary schools, and also dispensaries. Then infrastructure, we still have a challenge of infrastructure in most of our schools. We've heard of three classrooms in most of our communities where students learn under trees. We have the issue of distance traveled by children in accessing education, travel for a very long distance. We have the issue of shortage of teachers and books. Then drought, which has resulted to students or pupils dropping out of school. All these also challenges resulting to low transition rate from primary to secondary, and then secondary to university. And most of the children or students are dropping out of school because of most of these challenges. Then the second challenge we identified is access to clean water. It's a real challenge which affects our community. We don't have any clean water. The rivers passing there, plus all the lakes surrounding. That is why if you see most of us, we are not smiling because our teeth are fluorinated. And it's because of the challenge of water. Most of the waters are saline in nature and they are salt. So it has a lot of health challenges seen in our teeth and other health challenges, including even arthritis. Some research was done. So the issue of clean water is a real challenge. Most of our rivers are seasonal. Because of the drought, you know, our environment is arid and semi-arid area. So we experience the issue of seasonal rivers. So we could travel for a very long distance looking for water. Then also the government has put very small efforts towards addressing the issue. There is very few boreholes done by the government, both county and national government. So it's a real challenge. Then the challenge number 3 on water. Still we have the issue of dirty water. Some rivers, they pass through some, so they are dirtified. Then no water treatment for the available water. Then also we have the third challenge of access to quality health care. And this is a result of inadequate health infrastructure. We realize we have 15 locations in Ndoro's community. And out of the 15 locations, you could find that a quarter of the locations, nearly only a quarter is covered, have an health facility, but the remaining have got no health facility. So resulting to long distance while trying to look for health facility for women and mothers, resulting to high mortality rates, few health personnel in the available facilities, then medical shortage, medical drugs and equipments, we have shortage in the existing facilities. We have also the challenge of education on reproductive health, family planning and maternal care for our mothers and others. So we also had some other challenges, but we did not explore into that, including security. We realized that Baringo borders East Pokot, where we have a lot of insecurity, resulting to deaths, displacement, and and suffering of the community. Then the area remained deserted. Schools are closed and other facilities are closed because of insecurity. The other one is climate change. That is as a result of the rising water level. We have also human-wildlife conflict. We border like Bogoria National Park, an area which was considered that was contentious, and it's contained in the African Commission decision. So I think the decision is also a challenge. The implementation of that decision from African Commission is a challenge. Could it have been implemented to have solved most of these challenges the Endorois face? We also, on climate change, we also have charcoal burning, and then the Madenga tree, Prosopis, in our area, the lower parts. This Madenga tree, we've had some people taking Mbuzi, the coats to Bilimani low coats at some point. It's because of this, it affects the teeth of the animals, and also it's moving very fast. It's going to homesteads and causing a lot of discomfort to the community. Then, so those are the few, and the last page now is aligning with the SDGs. So the first one on access to quality education is under SDG 4, and the institutions we could work with in solving this includes Ministry of Education in terms of infrastructure and education and general education management. The county governments provide ECD infrastructure and pre-primary education. We have now the NGO world and UNICEF, World Vision, World Bank and community CBOs. We also have the CDF that could assist in achieving quality education in our community. Then on access to clean water, it's SDG number 6, and we could approach the Minister of Water to dig boreholes and to provide clean water. The county government, which the responsibility of providing access to clean water is also vested on the NGOs, the parastatals handling water, and other government institutions. Then for access to quality health care, it's SDG number 3. We could do with Ministry of Health, county government, World Health Organization, NGOs, banking institutions like World Bank, and the KEMSA with the scandal. So on this other one, insecurity, we found it was SDG 4, and we would approach police and the Ministry of Interior. On climate change, it's SDG 13, and we could do with Ministry of Environment, Wildlife and Natural Resources. So that's my representation for the next question.